Hello and welcome. My name is Lisa Shea, and this video is going to show you how in Microsoft Word to have text and images interact. So first I'm going to show you how to make an image go full bleed, which means it stretches from one edge of the page to the other without any margins. And then the second thing I'm going to show you is how to put the image in the background so that the text shows up on top. And there's a variety of reasons to do this. One is often used in children's books so that you have a nice clear image and then also nice clear text that is readable by text reading engines, sort of like on Kindle and other kinds of devices. All right, so to start with, this is a regular Word document. It happens to be formatted 8.5 by 8.5 in size. And I always put page breaks, always have page breaks at the end of each page. Page break, page break. You can turn on the Pilcrow reading by going into Home and hitting this little P button to show that you have page breaks. Don't just hit the return key or enter key a bunch of times to move down to the next page. You always want actual page breaks. So what we're aiming to do is have our images in our book fill up the full page, left, right, and top center, and then also set it up so that when you type text, blue skies were lovely, the text shows up on top of the image so that the text is super clear, which is the best that you can get if you have it separate from the image, and that it's legible, and that if you have a text reader program like the kind they have for people who have hearing problems, that it can read that text because it's actual text just like any other text in the book. All right, so let's go down here a little to get to one that I haven't touched yet. So this image is the way that it would normally just plunk into your story if you hit Control Paste or whatever to get it in there, or if you did Insert Picture. There's a bunch of different ways to get images into your story. But normally they'll come in like this. They'll come in with your standard margins around the edge and let you do different operations to it. So when you left click on an image to select it, you can then right click on the image, which is the other mouse button, to get to all of the options for it. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to the Wrap Text option, which is down here, and then out of the various choices for wrapping text, we're going to say we want this to go behind any text. So we click on Behind Text. Now this is behind any text that you happen to type, and that means if we go here and say the walls were yellow, it goes right on top. And what if you don't want your text right up in that corner? You know, you can hit Return, and you could hit some tabs and say the picture was lovely. Don't use spaces because spaces do not line up. They are not evenly spaced necessarily. Always use tabs. Reset your tabs if you need to reset your tab. If you want something over here, set a tab over here. But in general, use hard returns, the Enter key, and use tabs to format your text wherever you want it to go. And you should be able to get it exactly where you need it to be. So let me delete out this text. I'll just do it with the delete key. So right now we're doing it with text that is on an image which is sort of in the center of everything. But if I click on this image, now that it is behind the text, I can just drag out the corners to make it bigger. And there's still some margins on the side, so I can also drag the entire item to position it exactly where I want to, because it's no longer attached to any text on the page. It is its own separate entity behind any of the text. So if I click here and say this is at the top, and then I hit enter a bunch of times and say this is lower down, you know, you can change the margins, you can change the tabs, you can put your text wherever you want. You can change the font of the text, you know, all the other kinds of normal things that you do with text. So let's take a look at this again. Once I get rid of that text to show this again. So let's go down here to the next image. So I click on the image with my left mouse button, and then I choose my options with the right mouse button. One of my options is Wrap Text, and I want this to go behind the text. And now that it's behind the text, I have all sorts of flexibility about how I want to move it around, how I want to lay it out on my page. And voila, now it's a full page. So I'll go down to this one, left click to select, right click to choose the options, go down to Wrap Text, go up to put it behind the text. And now I have the options. I can put text on top of it if I want to, just by typing normal text, just as I would to add text normally. The triangle people enjoyed their afternoon. See, so the text just shows up right on top, just like you would see in pretty much any book. All right, so let me know if you have any questions at all about Word and images and having the image fill a page and having text go on top of the image. This should be pretty straightforward, so let me know if you have any questions. Thank you very much.